All right, everyone. Thanks so much for listening to another episode of Full Body Cast presents Garage Night. Garage Night brought to you by Cole Street Brewery, 1627 Cole Street, Enumclaw, Washington, 98022. Say hi to Sean when you order that drink. Craig and I, this is where we kind of start warming up a little bit. We might be down there a little more often, Friday nights, Saturday nights, here and there. We'll see.
Hit and miss.
Hit and miss. It is hit and miss. Corey will not be there due to
that you know of
allergies of going outside. Also go to Bordeaux Wine Bar. They got new flights going. Delicious food as well. Mazatlan, speaking of delicious food, go to Mazatlan, say hi to Andy. And then also, speaking of delicious food, order the Travis Kenny at O Chef Country Kitchen on DoorDash. Available on DoorDash. Or have yourself the Bentley Special, which is a meatloaf sandwich, if it's still available.
We bought it all. It's done.
We got Craig Bentley on the mic.
Totes excited to be here.
And then Corey Bentley on the mic as well.
Totes embarrassed now.
So let's talk about that whole O Chef Country. We went live last week. You can go to the Facebook page.
Can't say I don't go outside because I was there.
Actually, it's the Enumclaw discussion board you can go to. I wish I didn't do it on the Enumclaw discussion board because it's a private group and we couldn't share it from there. But I should have been able. I should have done it. But I wanted the most audience I could get, which is it's just it's rough. It's rough right now. But Craig and Corey, to catch everyone up, have their own meatloaf sandwich. I'm assuming still. I think you have to give Dan a heads up though at some point. I don't know. Maybe it's like Thursdays. I mean, how do we? What Thursdays would be? Thursdays would be so funny if that's where the sandwich was on, because that's when Thursdays was an original conversation from back in the day.
Little known fact: back in the day, it was actually a Wednesday.
You talking about giving the meat on Thursday?
Yeah, get the meat.
I know what you're talking about.
The meat loaf is what I'm saying.
A little bit of meat, a little bit of loaf.
Yeah.
Perfect little Thursday.
Is that thing on?
Does it sound like it's on?
Yeah, it's on. Okay, cool. But you get excited and then you get loud, but then when you're not, I have to turn it up. So we went there. You guys bought him out, which is a very smart thing for when you get something named after you. So you can expect more of a supply and demand. Just buy the entire thing out yourself and then be like, hey, see, that's a moneymaker. Craig, you bought how many?
I bought 3.
Was it just for your family or did you drop it off with somebody else?
No, just my family.
What did they think?
They actually liked it. And Sid is a very picky eater. And this sandwich does have a little bit of mayonnaise on it. And she actually ate the entire sandwich and liked it. And she's not a condiment person.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I was like, well, okay.
There you go.
So yeah. Oh, it was A plus from my family.
Awesome. Good review there. Corey, who'd you buy him for?
I bought 4.
Yes.
I gave 2 to my parents.
Yeah.
Who enjoyed them, and then 2 were for me. Because I had 1 for dinner and then lunch the next day.
I didn't know if you stacked them on top of each other and just had a double.
No, I pre-planned my lunch is what I did for the next day, and they were delicious.
You did some meal prep.
Yes. I meal prepped the hell out of that.
Did you heat it up the next day?
I did.
Was it
just
the
as
exact
good.
same?
Just as good.
Oh. That's how you can tell.
Meatloaf is meatloaf. I love meatloaf.
That's a good saying for that for that sandwich. What did your parents say?
They told me they enjoyed it.
Did they think you were crazy? You're like, come on, you don't have a sandwich named after you.
If we told them there's something, they would always just be a part of it no matter what.
That's cool. Did you become more of a favorite son since you shared your steaks?
Since I brought it there?
No. And you didn't share it with your, like anyone else. You said, hey, it's from my parents.
Yeah.
And then me.
It didn't work.
And then me again.
It didn't work though.
Did anyone? Because Corey was also telling everyone what he's told me is hey, if you guys are hungry, you go to O Chef Country. They got the Bentley Special.
I had one person ask me, they're like, hey, I couldn't make it. When is it happening again? And I was like, I don't know.
That's a good question.
I don't know. But hey, what I told him was, I don't know when that's happening again, but just go there.
Just go.
Because everything else is delicious.
But I have seen and he can correct us if we're wrong. It's on the menu, and in today when he posted something about the soup, he actually made another comment about the Bentley special. So I would assume that it's available for people.
Maybe I'll test it tonight.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll DoorDash.
Just try it. See what happen.
I'll DoorDash a different sandwich, and then in the comments I'll put switched it to the Bentley special.
Yeah. Go cheaper and then get the more expensive sandwich. Smart. And then have you been DoorDashing things to yourself anymore, or was it just that what you ended up doing yourself?
When like in general?
Yeah, in general.
I DoorDash a lot now.
So
solely because most of the kitchen is packed up, and so we're not like shopping grocery wise right now. So there's just like snack stuff, and then it's just like, what do you want for dinner now? I don't know. We'll do that. DoorDash it.
I had one yesterday where it was a shop and order. Shop and orders is where you go and they give you a list, and then you go and scan the barcodes. So it was at Safeway. Went there. Tulips, Twix bar, Snickers bar, Sun Chips, and then on top of that, there was Henry Weinhard's cream soda, which is not alcoholic, but it marked it as alcoholic, or as an alcoholic drink. So I go deliver it, and I was like, "This is what." And I was thinking of this. I was like, "This is what my like high school son would get like another high, or it's total junior high school,
it's like a video game prep."
Yeah.
Like you're just going to munch and eat video games.
Yeah.
Or play video games.
But and then here's flowers too. like here you go. We're cool. You're cool.
Sit here and watch me play video games.
And here's flowers. Yeah. And so I get there and there's nobody there, and I cannot drop off alcoholic beverages, just leave it there. I have to scan their ID and then also have them sign it. And I have to verify that they're not intoxicated. And I got to verify that they have a valid ID and all that.
You get extra pay for all that work?
Extra pay for alcohol, yeah, because it's also all locked up for the most part as well. And so you're waiting for them to come over there, unlock it, get it, drive it, ID card, all that. So no one's there. So I call this person, doesn't pick up. I text this person. They text back. They're like, "Hey, this is a gift." So sure enough, someone's given a gift to, probably, their crush, their high school crush. And they're probably going to game later, play Apex Legends or something later on that night. Anyway, I'm like, "Hey, man, I can't drop this off because they're marketing it as alcohol." And so they're, okay, all right. So I just, listen, I'm going to call DoorDash support. Call DoorDash support. They pick up right away because I'm platinum level. I'm platinum level because I deliver all the friggin' time. And they go, "Yeah, yep. And
don't say it like that, please.
Oh, the platinum time. And they go, "Oh, yeah, it looks like it was marked as alcohol. We know it's not alcohol." So they unmarked it. They closed it. I was able to deliver it. And so I text that person. And I'm like, "Hey, just so you know, we're good. Dropped it off. Life is good." And then they sent me a $10 tip on top of that as well. So shout out to them.
Sounds like that should have went to DoorDash support. Is where
we create our own problems to then solve them and get paid for.
What really happened is DoorDash support was like, "We never had it marked as alcohol. We don't know what you're talking about."
Yeah, they're like, "Dude, what are you talking about?" You know what would be funny? I wonder
if you started marking
everything.
Regular
Yes.
if you marked regular alcohol, non-alcohol, would you deliver it?
Ooh, hey, this Vitali vodka. But what if I think one of the things with customer service is the reason customer service is around is because there's problems with purchasing or reserving or something that does with a business, right? And so then customer service, I finally got to talk to an actual real person. I didn't talk to a recording. I'd have to go look up frequently asked questions on the internet. So when you provide customer service, people love that. But you only are able to provide customer service when there's an issue for the most part. So you create your own issue.
All the time.
Say what?
I provide it all the time.
Well, yeah, but
It doesn't have to be an issue.
but the issue is people come
They
up.
have to see me is what the issue.
No, the issue is they're like, why is the basil in the middle of the store and not with all the other stuff? Right?
Did you find it?
Yeah, I finally
Good
found
job.
it with it's with the tomatoes. Oh, you mean all the other herbs in the little packages are on the wall, but it's an issue. So I come to you, you're very nice, you say, yes, it's right here, you take to the customer, or take to the item, but it's an issue that I have to get resolved, you resolve it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to text people, hey, I don't know, they don't have your stuff, here, let me talk to the manager. Oh, looks like I got your stuff, it's on its way, we're coming.
And get extra tips.
And then just, boom, rake in the tips. I might just start creating issues that they don't...
But that might affect your stars. What if that goes the wrong way?
Well, somebody told me that I'd be like, this guy doesn't know how to do his job.
My first thought would be like, it's probably right in front of him.
Yeah.
But when you order it, you get a little 5-star or 4-star, 3-star.
I don't review anymore on because my phone I would go to hit like 5-star.
Yeah, and then it would go to 1.
And it would go to like 3 or 2. And I don't review it all anymore because I felt bad hitting reviews that I knew were bad for somebody. So I figured that was a nice way to solve it.
Smart. Just don't review.
Just don't review.
Yeah.
It pops up and I just go, nope.
I feel like, I don't know, I'm not on any single apps. Like, obviously I'm married, but I think that would be pretty cool is if you did on Tinder or whatever.
You had a star rating for
After
afterwards.
you go on a date. You're like, yeah, this guy's a 3 and he is a talker. or 4, creepy vibes.
Warning
to everyone else. Do they have that? If you guys are...
I think it's needed more for like women should have their own separate app that connects to it that they could talk about the guys because that's usually what the creepy people are.
That's genius, dude.
Yeah.
Why? I agree with that, but why would you not have a separate
Well, the
one
men
for
can
the
have
guys
one. The
also?
men can too, but I'm saying
Yeah.
the women would probably need it more.
I mean, let's be realistic. Guys need to know also like what they're getting into.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
But that's a different thing than what the women would be worried about. Like
So-
this guy looked like he was going to kill me. Don't go to a public place for sure with this one type of thing.
Crazy bitches. Come on.
Yeah, but
Same thing.
Wait,
Wait a minute.
that's the tagline?
Let's talk about
Here's the after Tinder guys, crazy bitches. Come on.
That's the tagline. Come on. You know what? That's the app for the men. That's just called Crazy Bitches.
Yes.
Crazy
Come
bitches.
on.
Come on.
If I would put money on this, and you could see if you agree with me. If a woman is going to murder you, they probably know you, and have some interaction and something that has happened to them, and they're going to kill you because of it. A man will just kill a woman out of nowhere.
See, I think a woman could kill you but not know you.
They
Just
could.
just because you're a man.
I'm saying they could, but it doesn't
Dude.
happen very often.
Dude, depending on the woman. I mean, that's...
Like, look at mass anything. How many times is it a woman?
On what?
Like any mass shooting or any killing
I thought you
sprees.
said MASH.
Or any
you're talking about like
serial
when-
killer. How many
like
women?
When we play MASH and we write down like where we're going to live.
See, I think there's more women serial killers than you think.
They're just better.
They're just they
They're
haven't been
better
caught.
at it. That's what? That's a good point. That's
Yeah,
a very
maybe.
good point.
Maybe. The Tinder killer.
The Tinder swindler. You see that?
No. Is
Yeah,
that a thing?
it was like a documentary about it was basically a guy catfishing women out of money.
We got questions.
About the Tinder swindler.
Yes. We've got questions. You've got answers. So we're going to do this differently. We're going to ask you guys questions.
Nobody's gonna answer us.
Who do
No,
you
I'm
think
joking.
murders more, men or women?
Yeah, that's it. Message us. All right, next question. All right. We got some scary Skelleys. We got some things from Amanda Keating. Questions from Homer Robertson as well. Let's just jump into the. Let me shoot off a quick text to Veronica so we can get the Veronica's hot topics as well. Need hot topics, and then send to boom. Okay. All right. So first off, talk to Amanda. I actually she was a DoorDash. I finally got to deliver to her. It was late at night. It was like 10. I logged in for a moment. I'm like, oh, there's a Subway one. Boom, grab Subway. I know I'm outing her with what she gets, but I saw that it was for her. She tipped amazingly, by the way. Didn't know it was me. Tipped amazingly. So shout out to her on that. But I had to call her, text her because that's how she had it marked. Anyway, I missed her, so I just left it at the door and took a picture. No, I'll call, take a picture, move on. And then she replied back, and she felt bad that she didn't get to talk to me and see me and all that and all my glory, all my DoorDash glory. But she did listen to the one I did with Billy St. Costello, Nikki St. Costello, Billy
White Horse.
Painted Horse, White Horse Canyon, and Wild Horse Canyon. And I mentioned how I was in the doghouse with her, and because I didn't shout her out on a episode when I went through the Patreons because I don't have a board.
Yeah, it just still needs to be done.
Still needs to be done. So anyway, we're not. So here we go. I'm going to ask Amanda's real quick. So these are Amanda's or Keatings questions. Keatings questions.
But questions with a K.
Ooh, I like that.
Keatings questions.
Keatings quick questions, all with K's. I like it. The segment is wait.
Do we have to answer with a K? Answer? It's got to have an answer with a
It has
K.
to start with a K as well. We're all about the K's.
Hooded questions.
Oh my gosh, we're canceled. She wrote.
Yes. It could be the best question of all time. This is it. I'm gonna solely get us canceled right here.
No, don't do it. She wrote.
KKK.
She just yells it out.
That's so bad. I don't like it. Do either of them talk in their sleep? If so, has anybody told them specifics about some things that they've talked about?
I have been told that I've
sleepwalks.
that I've talked in my sleep about work. Like there's stuff about work that Carrie
stuff a lot.
that Carrie wouldn't know, like about topography. Like she asked me the next day a weird question about topography, and in my head I'm like, why is she asking me about this? And then she proceeded to tell me that I was talking about it in my sleep. And there was no way that she would have known that question without actually hearing me talk about it.
Craig is such a diabolical genius that he faked talk in his sleep to keep the ruse up about his job. He's laying there. He's like, okay, hold on. I got to, because she's almost on to me right now that this job is fake. And so he's like, coordinates A.
He just says random stuff. Chainman.
Latitude 457, longitude 444.
Oh, you can't say that. Then I'm going to write it down and think there's a treasure somewhere.
Yeah, well, that's what she did. And then he's like, I think she bought it.
Do you still sleepwalk?
No.
Boo.
Do you talk in your sleep, Core?
Not that I've ever been told.
Yeah, I think that's what you do when you work.
Yeah. I mean,
if you ever watched him work,
that's not that far from the
his
truth.
eyes are closed and everything's at a repetition. He doesn't have to do any thinking anymore.
Yeah, that's pretty close.
Do you know?
Especially when I did dairy at like 3 a.m. I didn't wake up till like 6 a.m.
With Bruce. I remember Scott saying Bruce's eyes would flicker red because he was the Terminator. He would just show up and go. My brother, speaking of Safeway, with the DoorDash, when I used to work at Safeway, they had the late shift, so I would be close up. Helper clerk, those are the best ones. Just kind of like basically meander around and work sky shelves and fill beverage and all that. But anyway, my brother would be working and we shared a room when he was going into high school, or he was still high school. And I had just graduated working late night shifts. So I come home at like 10, 11, want to throw on the PlayStation 2 and start playing some video games. But he'd be asleep. And so I'd obviously interrupt him in his sleep, but he'd be enough asleep where he would just start talking out of with his dream. And that was my highlight of my day. I would look forward to this moment. And I would just ask him questions and mess with him and be like, is the bathroom on the second floor or the third floor? And just whatever he's talking about. And then slowly he would wake up and realize that he was talking in his sleep, which is embarrassing. If you've ever talked in your sleep, it is kind of embarrassing. You feel stupid and dumb. You don't know what you said. And then
let your secrets out.
It went from embarrassment to just anger that I was messing with him once again. and it's that older brother messing with the younger brother. So then younger brother already has embarrassment going and anger, and then the third thing kicks in of another moment of me getting bugged by my older brother that would turn him into wanting to murder me, and it would happen every night. I would look forward to it every night because it's like what he's going to talk about, how can I mess with him, and how close will I get to him killing me. Always fun. So anyway.
Older brothers. Psh.
I don't talk. I think I talk in my sleep. I don't know.
We should all set up a recording and we'll see if we talk.
We'll fall asleep right now.
He's going to be like
an 8-hour podcast.
Pancake breakfast. He won't invite me to the pancake breakfast.
Shout out to Holly on that one too. That was pretty funny. Party size.
Corey wouldn't have seen that.
Corey, you didn't see that one?
What was what?
He's not on Facebook.
Oh, that's right. So Holly posted on it's a picture. WTF do you mean party size? Who's having pancake parties and why have I not been invited? It's the Krusty's party size flour mix. And then she said the answer to who is Craig Bentley, and we're not quite sure why Travis Kenny is never invited.
And the funny thing about that is the Belgian waffle mix that is used for our Belgian waffle party is Krusty's.
Is Krusty's. Wow. It's way cool.
They are delicious.
In case you wanted to know.
They're super excited.
Amazing Belgian waffles.
Homer Robertson, his question is, World Series, Mariners?
That's my only answer.
Then he had a cry laugh.
What year?
Face.
Oh, see? That's perfect.
What year is he talking about?
This year.
Yeah. What is it? Isn't he a Braves fan? What is he a fan of?
He's a Braves fan.
A Braves fan?
Yeah. But it's funny.
Braves are playing. They're here in Seattle this year.
Yeah. Yeah. He should go. He should get his tickets because he works for a place that sponsors the Mariners. I hope he got the tickets. He should bring us. He also said, or this with more cry laugh emojis, which the Seahawks trading for Sam Howell. Now,
that's an up to date question.
Controversy.
That's like the last 6 hours updated.
Yeah, he's on. I'm not going to discuss Sam Howell, but I will discuss this. Back in the day, Eric Madrid sponsored the podcast. Been on before. He lived near an area in high school that had a farm that we would walk out to. Big stables with lots of fence and pastures. And we would hit golf balls. Well, one day we hit golf balls and there were some horses that ran at us in this pasture insanely fast. We got out of there in time. It was scary. They were retired racehorses. It's basically where racehorses that were retired went to live the last days of their lives and die. Speaking of horses and old things going out to pasture to die, pretty excited about the Colts and their new quarterback.
Like, where is this story going? This is taking so long to get somewhere.
So what do you feel about the new...
You mean a solid
Joe Flacco
comeback player of the year to back up to teach somebody?
I mean, you guys had Rivers, right?
Yeah.
And then you guys had...
But he was a starter.
And then who was the one after that? Help me.
You mean before Rivers?
Was it before Rivers?
Oh, no, Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan after Rivers.
That was after, that's right.
Yeah. And then Minshew.
Why would I help you with any of this?
And now it's Joe Flacco.
Wentz was there.
Yeah.
But Joe Flacco's not
I'm
the
surprised
starter.
Cousins didn't go there.
He made too much money.
Yeah, he did.
Joe Flacco got $4 million.
In all fairness, Flacco, like Corey says, Flacco's not the starter, and I think that's actually a really good pickup to develop a young player. Just saying.
Boom.
You see the twinkle in Craig's eyes?
He's just excited about Barkley.
I'm excited about the entire team.
He's trying to build you up so then he can crush you later.
Yeah, but I know he does that. He's been doing that for 38 years.
No, I actually like that pickup.
What do you think? What about Fields going to Eagles
as a backup?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Do you like that?
I don't think it's gonna happen.
Probably cost too much.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna want to come be a backup. I think he could be a good starter somewhere.
Yeah, like for Seattle. Right. They need another quarterback.
We need linebackers at this point. We've got rid of all of our linebackers, and now it's pretty much Gino and Sam Howard.
They're going to play a cover 8. You don't need any linebackers.
Kyle Pierce called it a 4-7. He's looking forward to our 4-7 defense.
Yeah, at this point when we're recording, who's did better in free agency than the Eagles? Come on now. Who else?
Who's doing well in free agency right now?
Yeah, I know the Texans are going to be pretty good.
Texans are doing. Yeah, Texans are doing pretty darn good.
Yeah.
I would say who picked up Saquon?
The Eagles.
The Eagles.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
Hey,
So far,
along
so
those
good.
lines, mid talk shit out to our friend Jamie Roberts.
Whoa!
We got $20 bet right now. He thinks that the Barkley signing was the worst signing ever, and I totally disagree with him. $20 bet. I bet $20, 1,000 yards this year.
I will say that should be an easy win if he stays healthy.
Yep, I agree.
Because he's never run behind an offensive line that was like really good before, and had a good quarterback.
I feel like the worst signing was the Seahawks spending like $46 million on freaking what's his bananas.
I don't know. Calvin Ridley got $92 million from
That's
the Titans.
insane.
That is 2 years after they wouldn't give Brown.
And then for all this money getting tossed around, Wilson getting 1.2 or 1.5
He doesn't
for
need
one.
it.
Yeah, he screwed Denver doing that.
Denver's still
That's
paying,
exactly what he should have
Yeah,
done.
Denver's still
Denver's
paying him
still paying
$38
him,
million, I think. He's making almost $40 million this year still. And
That's true.
Denver's on the hook for it.
Denver. Sean Payton. All right, let's get back to that.
Saints West.
Sorry for interrupting everyone there but I just wanted to get your hot take.
That was an awesome story, though.
Yeah,
It took forever, but
Yeah.
yeah.
but you got there. All right,
That's what she said.
we got Jared Skelly.
No, she didn't.
All right, Scary Skelleys. Howie Roseman
My good buddy.
Follow-up question.
Yeah.
is in to pay Saquon Barkley big money. Is he crazy?
Nope. And it's not big money.
How much is it?
He's like top
It
5 or 6
It
running
literally
back, I think.
comes out right now on paper. It's basically 3 years, $8 million a year. There's a ton of incentives. He has guaranteed money, all that kind of stuff. But overall, it's basically 3 year, $8 million a year. It's not that big of they're not paying him $60 million. They're not paying him McCaffrey money.
Here would be my question. Do you think this Saquon Barkley is better than Miles Sanders?
Oh, I do, 100%.
Yes.
And Miles Sanders had a career year the last time he was behind the Eagles'
Do
offensive
you
line.
think that?
Went to the Panthers and sucked balls, so which tells me it was partly that offensive line.
Do you think Barkley is better than DeAndre Swift?
Yes.
DeAndre Swift came in last year, and arguably he was good when he was with the Lions, but arguably had one of his best seasons ever.
He could have been better if they ran the ball more, too.
So now you have a third down back. We haven't had a complete third down back since Shady McCoy.
You know what
And we have him
You know
now.
what the problem is, though? You're
No,
gonna
you threw down back. You had the guy who's like 3 feet tall, Sproles. Yeah, Darren Sproles.
He wasn't a 3 down back. He might have been
Oh,
a
a
third
third-
down back.
Oh, okay, sorry, I misheard that.
The problem is you're going to lose Boston Scott to the Giants, I think. And
Boston Scott
that's a
also
big
a good
loss.
third
Big
down
Good.
back.
loss.
It's the only team he can play against.
loss.
Doesn't matter.
That's why they're going to sign him. All your inside secrets.
How many games does Flacco start for the Colts?
2.
Hope,
Because they already have home field advantage.
Oh, look at this. I like his answers. That's fine. Sounds good.
Deal?
Yeah, I'll take that.
Playoff Joe?
They're not going to need it. Playoff Joe on the bench, rooting him on. Go, Anthony.
I actually can't argue because I actually like the way that the Colts have built their team. I think they're going to be good. The problem is
they need to trade
is the
for
Texans.
Snead.
The problem is in the division with the Texans. Texans are young, and it's going to be tough to compete with the Texans in that division.
They need to trade for Snead from Kansas City because they need a corner. Go get a corner.
Okay.
Okay. If Flacco wins the Super Bowl, I'll get a Flacco jersey.
We got to get off the football for a bit.
Did you get questions?
Yeah.
All right, let's roll. Let's get off sports for a while.
Another Skelly.
Oh, is it sports?
How many dogs? I don't know if this is the right way
It's hot dogs?
to say it. How many
Kobayashi.
dogs is too many dogs or are too many dogs. But how many dogs are too many dogs?
Anything more than 2.
Yeah, I've only had 2 at a time.
I have 3 right now, and it's too many.
Yeah, 3's a lot. You have 3 right now?
Yes.
Is that why he's saying it?
I don't even think he knows I have 3. Most people haven't been to my house since I have the 3rd one.
You had it yourself?
Yep.
It's a weird ginger hybrid. It's a human ginger dog.
Standing stuff. Huh? How many dogs is too many? I feel like, yeah. I mean, if you're getting attacked, 1 dog is way too many dogs. 2 dogs is atrocious. If you're walking dogs, 2 dogs is probably your max. You don't want to walk 3 dogs.
Oh, there'd be a lot of dog walkers that disagree with you.
I'm just saying.
If you're good at it, yeah. It's one thing.
If it's a business, I get it.
I will say on my way here, because it's nice outside now, I saw a woman walking dogs over by the high school, and she had 4, maybe 5 dogs with her, and they were just all straight as could be on this sidewalk. Like she had it down.
Got it down.
They were
Shout out to
small
her.
dogs.
Smaller. They're small to mid-size appeared.
There you go. Size of dogs. Does that matter?
Yeah. I think
You don't
small
want,
dogs, 1 dog is too many.
You don't want 4 Great Danes?
I think, no. At that point, no. Yeah, 2. I think more 3. I agree. I concur. How many too many cats? He didn't ask that.
Anything more than 0.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. Anything not negative.
Sorry, I'm just not a cat person.
Not a cat person. You kind of look like a cat, though. Has anyone said that?
I mean, I don't. I put it this way. Yes.
He can't look like a cat.
He looks like a cat. I think it's the mustache. I think it's the whiskers. Kind of got the whiskers going. It's the ear, or it's the eyes too.
I have cat eyes.
You kind of have cat eyes.
We do have long eyelashes.
Yeah, I think it's the whiskers.
Why are you like licking yourself now?
It's just a natural reaction.
All right, I want to go. I want to get deep for a moment. Okay,
You just did to yourself.
I want to get deep for a moment. Deep clean. And hang with me on this one, okay?
We have a
But
choice.
I was thinking about this. Teachers. If you're a teacher, listen up. If you're not a teacher, hang with me.
I don't listen to this podcast.
This is for the teachers out there. Teachers, unlike any other occupation that I can think of, and there's probably others. I didn't give this that's why I want to get deep with you guys on this one. They don't get Yelp reviews. You can't lose customers because of a teacher, for the most part. They're giving let's talk high school. Okay, we're not talking elementary school. We're talking high school. If you have a teacher that's just checked out, knows he's but I feel like they're probably the ones that could check out the quickest, because it would be grueling to be a teacher. I would never want to be a teacher. I thought I would. Now I look back. I look at it now. I'd hate to be a teacher. I mean, yeah, you get summers off, but you're not really going to get any you're not going to get fired. They got unions unless you do something really stupid. So my question is then with this, because you don't have to create customer service in a sense, or be service oriented as a teacher. What do you do it for other than the paycheck? Because I feel like a lot of the teachers that we were around growing up, they were still involved. They were coaching. They were doing after school activities. Obviously, they're getting paid a little bit more, and it's a paycheck. I get that, but they could have been absolute assholes as well. There was a couple that were, but they could all be assholes and still do those same things and still get paid and probably still keep their job. So, but it seems like they were cool. Now, is it the environment of everyone, all high schoolers, trying to be cool, trying to fit in, and then you want to be the teacher that's cool and fits in with the cool high schoolers, and so you don't get guff? If that's a word anymore? What are you guys following me on this?
Are we talking about police officers? Because that seems like it's the same exact scenario.
But police,
It's the same exact thing.
First of all, they do have a Yelp review per se. They have reviews from parents.
Yeah, you got to deal with
They
parents.
have to deal with parents. Parents going to the school administration. Then they have to deal with the school administration. So that technically is a review of the way that they're conducting their classroom or whatever.
but what happens?
But I agree they can check out. But that, my question would be, you need to figure out why they want to check out. Because
they've been doing it for 20 years.
Because they've been doing it for so long and beat down by the administration and the policies and what they can and can't do.
And things are way
You
different.
have to spend your own money. You have to do this. We can't give this to this student. And then you just basically give up and do the bare minimum.
And I think things are different from when we were in high school compared to what they are now, or what teachers are able to physically say to a kid that's screwing off and being a complete asshole. Teachers can't do a lot of that stuff now because it's all PC. They'll go run to mommy and daddy, and mommy and daddy will come in and be like, oh, you can't talk to kids like that. I think teachers nowadays can't deal with discipline, or the way that they teach has to be different than it was 15, 20 years ago.
What Craig is saying is bring back the yardstick.
No, I don't
What he's
mean
saying.
I don't mean that. I don't mean be this teacher that bring back the wooden spoon type crap. I'm talking about just being able to take a kid that's
kids are shit now, is what he's saying.
that are unruly in the classroom. It was literally, you're out of here, go to the principal's office. Now you probably get yelled at for scorning a kid because it hurt their feelings.
Scoring with a kid?
Scorning.
Oh, scoring.
You get yelled at eventually for that, but not
I mean,
right away.
there's a couple teachers only because there's a couple teachers that are still at the high school that taught when we were there.
Right. Yes.
Right. I bet you if we went and talked to
Let's have them on.
well, I know one would probably come on. Well, maybe not. But if you went and talked to them and said, hey, what's different from when we graduated in 99, 2000, 2003 compared to right now, dude, I bet you there's a ton of different stuff that they can't do.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's a lot of stuff
So when you can't,
kids can't even do.
well, no, I agree. There's a lot of stuff the kids can't do. But when you're a teacher and you can't teach the way that you want to, like if you're dealing with, let's just hypothetically say it's a history, right? And you want to deal with some of the history, you can't even teach anymore because it's a you don't want to have that conversation in class. You can't have kids stand up in front of a class and express their opinions like you could when we were in high school, because they're going to get either one, ridiculed, or two, there's going to be someone in that classroom that goes and complains because they don't agree with it. And that happens now.
Okay.
It didn't happen that much when we were in high school.
But I think your answer is they all care to start. They get into the job because they care,
but then
and they want to make a difference.
20 years, so now they're like, "What am I?"
But they get beat down.
I get it, but so what keeps them going?
At
What
20
else are they
years,
gonna do?
What else are they going to do? What the people that are still teaching at the high school right now, when we were there, what would they do right now if they weren't teaching?
Like if you put all your effort, if you put all your effort into this career, you got your master, you did all your degrees, you got your master's in this because you wanted to change the lives of kids. And every once in a while, you still might be able to reach one or two. So that's what you keep doing it for, because you might get that one that you can reach, right?
I could see that.
But you do it because you put your entire life into it.
I just feel like that would be. Well, let me ask you guys this, Corey. Would you want to be a teacher right now?
I did at one point.
I know you did.
What I would want to do right now, honestly, is I wouldn't want to be a teacher. I would want to be some type of counselor.
Okay.
Honestly, because for me, the discussion with the kids needs to be at a different level than me trying to teach you something about history. It needs me to teach you something about life and about the way you're acting, the way you're handling things,
so rough,
that type of stuff.
With what's going on in the world right now, and just in general, in families.
But I'd rather have those conversations with the kid and try to help them process
would need counseling
that
at the end of it. That'd be so.
Oh, I
rough.
agree. It would be tough on the person.
Yeah.
But I would see myself wanting to do that and help them through that process than wanting to like teach them history. But a lot of teachers are that too, because a lot of schools don't have a lot of counselors and a lot of systems and a lot of that in place. So guess what the teachers do at the same time? They're dealing with all that shit.
With it. Yeah.
So they don't have a counselor to talk to. So the teacher ends up having some of those conversations about home and about all the other stuff.
Would you want to be a teacher, Craig?
No, not at all.
Me neither.
I never did.
Yeah, you probably did at some point.
I
Like a PE, there's a point
When
where
I
even
thought-
you're like in 6th grade, you're like, dude,
Yeah.
it's so sweet to be a PE.
Well, yeah. When there's a point where, can I teach PE and then coach? Yeah,
yeah,
that'd be cool.
exactly.
That's not. Well, I take that back. There's a lot of very successful teachers that are PE teachers and coaches.
Dude, could you imagine just showing up and being a PE teacher? That was your job? Even I would do that. But then you get the freaking jerk kids. Like, there's too many jerk kids out there. And there's too many kids that don't want to
Do
participate.
you know why? Because Mr. Rogers isn't on TV
Yeah,
anymore.
it's true. Call wifey.
Ask her about Mr. Rogers.
We're going to get a hot topic out of we'll see what my wife suggests as a hot topic. Or we should call Carrie. See what she says, too.
She won't answer you.
A hot topic in itself.
Hello?
Hey, Veronica didn't come through with a hot topic, so we need a hot topic. You're live on the air. It's going to be recorded and then sent out. So you're not really live, but you are live. Hot topic.
How about meeting your DoorDasher, having a hot DoorDasher, and you meet him at the door?
We'll talk later, but that's a great question. All right, love you. Bye. Okay.
Or DoorDash or DoorDasher?
Yeah, that's the strange thing.
What was the question?
What type of fantasies are going on right now with Jimmy?
Maybe she was actually trying to like boost your ego a little bit. Maybe she thinks women are answering the door thinking that you're hot.
Dude,
I doubt it, but I was just throwing that out there.
I don't.
I agree.
I think that you got a demo, man, and
I'm going to show up, show out.
in a robe.
Yeah,
I'm here for your DoorDash.
I show up.
Why are you in a robe? That's how I dash.
Yeah, that
Like
that
Val
was-
Venus.
Yeah.
Val
Yeah.
Venus.
You gotta have a gimmick, man.
There's a red flag on that thing with Jamie though. There's a red flag right now. Okay, she door dashed all day today. Right, it's her day off. And that question was so fast.
It was fast.
Like it was like, so what do you think about hot door dashes? Like, who did you deliver to today? Should I be worried? Did someone say, "Wow, you're the hottest door dasher I've ever ordered"?
Do you want to come inside and have some of this Taco Bell with me?
Want some of these Henry Weinhardt's cream sodas? I got you these tulips.
Dude, what if you started when you were door dashing and you're a lonely person and you started ordering 2 meals and everyone that brought it, you just asked if they wanted to come in and have it with you.
What a good prank.
That's not a prank. That'd just be a smart way to try to meet people.
Dude, you know what's funny is you could do that because so when you get a DoorDash order, it tells you where to go and how far, so you get it and how much it's going to be. And then once you pick it up, then you arrive to store. Click arrive to store when you get there, and it says pick up this what it is for, and then the name. So you get the name of the person, and then once you get the name once you pick up their food, then you get their address, and then you get their delivery instructions, which they type out. Some people type out novels that are like, I'm the greenhouse past the yellow cone that is down the driveway with the red barn. And it's like, dude, I don't need all of this. But in those delivery notes, what if it said something like,
Door's unlocked. Come
yes,
on in.
yeah. Hey, in the shower, door's unlocked. And then when you get in there, or make yourself comfortable, make yourself at home. Or about this? Wear something nice.
DoorDash is the new pizza guy.
What do you mean by that?
There's got to be DoorDash porn somewhere.
You already know there is. There's pizza guy porn, and it's like, and don't look it up, people that are listening to this, because I haven't. I've only heard
From who?
myself that has seen it. But yeah, no, that would be.
I don't have a problem with DoorDashers because mine is very specific instructions.
What's yours?
Drop it and leave.
Oh.
Don't knock on my door. Don't make a sound. Don't let me know you're there unless you send me a picture.
Yeah, I never knock.
Does it have to have the address of where your phone is?
Huh?
No.
So if I order something,
I can order it to your house.
and I ordered it.
Oh yeah,
but,
yeah.
But could I order it and the instructions were
Yeah.
like picnic table at Montgomery Park?
Dude, yes.
If you had the address, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
That's so, dude. Could you now? That would be a good prank where it's just the Montgomery Park has got a nice tablecloth. there's a guy there with a violin playing, and then you've got candlelight, and it's just McDonald's, and the guy's like, you drop it off, and be like, take a seat.
Have a seat.
This is for you. Pause your dashing.
Yeah. Here's an extra $50 tip.
Oh,
Sit down
dude.
and let's have a conversation.
How weird
how's
would
life?
that be? The DoorDash. Jamie might be onto something.
Hey, for $50, would you sit and talk to somebody for like
Yeah,
20
absolutely.
minutes?
That's
So
what-
like,
that's counseling.
yeah, it would help you. Maybe you want to talk about something. And you get to have McDonald's. Win-win.
Dude, what if you were in jail?
Maybe I should start that.
What if you were in jail?
Dash counseling. You just show up and talk.
Show up to talk to people.
Yeah.
No hotlines to call.
No.
You
just
put it
order,
in
you
an
just
app,
order and I'll show up at your
and people
door.
will come to you.
Yeah.
That's a good call. I was thinking about like if you were in jail and you use your one phone call
To dash.
to dash, and then in the instructions is bring a file or smuggle in a knife.
Would you?
Oh, dude.
What if they offered you like $100 tip?
What if it was $100 to bail out? I'll pay you back.
Dude, that'd be brilliant too, because you get bailed out and you get to eat right as you get out.
They just put it in the tip.
Yeah. That's smart.
Dude, that is smart.
Dude, the last 5 minutes, we just struck gold.
We're
with
brainy.
a lot of stuff.
We should be going deep a whole lot more.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
On Thursday.
Jamie's topic, though, I don't know if we answered it. What if a hot dasher? Okay, Corey, if
I never have that problem. I never see them.
Okay, so you drop it like it's hot.
They just don't answer the door.
Will you do me a favor?
Can you
Can you
request
request hot
dashers?
people?
Can you request dashers?
Yeah.
Can you?
Yeah. No, you can't.
Oh, boo.
But in the instructions,
I'll request you to go to Montgomery Park.
in the instructions, you can, because you can text people and send pictures of, like, let's say something's out something's out. You got to take a picture of it on the shelves, or your instructions is A, take a picture, send me a selfie with my food.
With the food,
Yeah.
but not in front of my door.
Yeah, no.
I'd like it like
When you pick it up, send a selfie.
I'd like it like with a background, like a picture that
And
I can frame.
Not
And
right here.
see
Not
how-
right here.
and see,
I'm gonna frame this picture.
extra
so.
$5. That should be extra $5 if you send a picture of you with your food.
I'm gonna start doing this so I can get framed pictures of dashers, and and then somebody's gonna come into my house, and there's just gonna be an entire wall of
Yeah.
different dashers with this
Dude,
background.
but you know what you could do? You could use this and use their pictures. You could do a dasher of the month, and you send it to them.
and I just hang it on the front door when they show up.
Just one. Oh yes, you have it dashed in the month on the side of your door,
Yeah.
down the wall. That's so good.
So they show up and they're like, "Oh, it wasn't me this time. I'm gonna work harder."
Tell you, we're geniuses.
Dude, this is so stupid.
It's gonna cost me so much money.
Oh, or if it's
Don't worry, I got Dash Pass
or you create a wanted poster.
for the bad ones.
Yes,
One on the
on
one
the
bad
side.
and one good. Yeah.
It says $50 dead or alive.
Didn't bring me my drink, but
Oh my gosh, dude. These are good. But yeah, so if there was a hot dasher, I always avoid the dasher. It's always socially awkward for me. Like, I don't know when to open the door, even though I am a door dasher myself. But when I order DoorDash, they drop it on the porch. And then I'm like, well, should I wait till they get in their car? If I open it up too
Yes.
fast,
The answer is yes.
They might
Wait.
get in the car and I'm like, thanks. And they're not there yet. And I'm like, what? And it just looks weird.
you either do one or two things: you wait and make sure they can drive away, or you open it right as they're putting it down.
Yeah,
Yes.
I've done both. I think I've done both on accident. Sometimes I open the door just to see if are they there, are they here yet, and then they're right there.
I'd actually,
Sorry.
like, as I know that they're coming down the street, go stand in the driveway. So just stand there.
Yeah. I've done that.
It's for me.
I've done that for Domino's because.
But then make them still go up to the door.
Yeah. I'd like you to do Twitter by the door.
Dude, I've never met them actually. I do make them come to me. King in the castle, king in the castle. Me in my chair. King in the castle. Do this, go do that.
You just stand there and don't
Dude,
talk to
could
them.
you imagine
Just point.
if you did sit in a chair on your porch in a full like king's robe and outfit with the crown, and you just and they had to like the instructions were lay it at my feet. So they had to lay it at your feet. Like you would just have to be like $5 extra if you lay this at my
It'd be
feet.
instruction to be no feet, no tip.
Oh man. And then address me as sir
Yeah.
and as sire, and then lay this at my feet, and I will give you an extra $5.
And I'll knight you.
Dude, $10 if I could knight you. You spell it N-I-G-H-T, and they're like, what does that even mean?
Sir Dasher of the Door.
Sir Dash-a-lot. Oh, stupid. And Jamie provided that. Thank you, Jamie. All right, let's do shout-outs, and I'll pull up the old list, and I hopefully won't skip Amanda Keating.
I have a shout out to Amanda Keating. There you go.
All right.
Thanks for listening and for sending
Hey,
questions.
you want me to do my shout out?
Yes.
I'll give a shout out to our good buddies over at New Heights. They were number one
Don't listen
podcast.
to you.
They were number one podcast, and I'm pretty sure we were just right behind
Number
them.
1,200, 400.
But good on them. Here we go.
Hey, all right.
Hey, do you know why they're
Good
number
job.
one? Because they got Swifties in their corner.
Dude, I tell you what, Bussin' with the Boys is hilarious now too. They do a spelling bee segment, which is like so genius, where every episode you get a word and you challenge the other person with, and it's actually entertaining. Like I'm like at the point where I'm like, I wish we would have thought of that. That's so smart to sit there and like, hey, Corey, spell indict.
Did you try to?
No, Corey, spell indict.
No.
Spell indict.
No.
Spell it.
I'm going to have to think. Hold on.
ENDICT.
Yeah.
You said that way too weird.
ENDICT?
One more time. Corey, you go it. You say it.
I think that's right.
Say
ENDICT.
Okay. Okay. And then
That's what I said.
Yeah.
It's INDICT. INDICT.
What did I say? E?
Could you use it in a
E.
sentence?
Yeah. I just said something and I was indicted for it.
I feel like
indicted is not the word you asked me to spell.
Okay, fine.
I feel like we just stole something from them.
I know, but it's just so.
You should have asked us a math problem, and it would have been a different joke.
Smart.
Like leapfrog or whatever that was we played.
Craig, you shout out New Heights.
Yeah, give them.
Corey, shout
I
out
shout out
Amanda Keating.
Amanda. And send more. Hey, keep sending questions.
These are great. This makes it fun. Doesn't
Yeah,
it?
keep sending questions.
Kellen Hall, Holly Graff, Adam Kenny Art, Seth Loop, Cassie Spencer, Amanda Keating, Shekinah Sarver, Jared Skelly, Homer Robertson, Ben Illman, Jamie Roberts, who's in the
He's got his shit out.
Yeah.
Jamie Kenny, DoorDash, the dashing Jamie Kenny, smart, fun. Shout out to her. Apollo Doodle, Jackson Zidehook, Sasha Carey Lynn, Thomas Savageau, Anthony Wright, Cameron Stratton, Katri Hoban, Homer the Vet, Jackie Van Hoof, and Dan. Did he say Coots or Cuts?
For pronunciation?
Yeah, I asked him. On the
I was
line.
too busy eating the meatloaf. I don't
Yeah.
remember.
Snyder. All right, everyone. Thanks so much for listening. Have a great week. And we got the Final Four March Madness coming up, which this is going to get released right before it. So
This would get released the Friday before.
which is right now.
Yes.
Which, give me your quick pick. Who do you think's going to win the whole thing before we get into
I'll
it?
just take Kansas like I do every year.
Okay, I'm going to take Cincinnati.
Who's in it?
Pretty much any.
Who's that guy that I heard on social media from like a really, really weird college, like this big white guy that wears the glasses? I saw something about him that if he doesn't get into the dance, that people are going to be upset from some random college.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Me neither. but
I choose that college.
Okay, I like it. The tall white guy.
He's got
with
He's got a
glasses.
nickname.
Tall white guy. With
Yeah,
glasses.
tall white guy with glasses.
All right. Thanks for listening. Have a great week.
Hello.
Goodbye.